Yeah. I wanna see you at your worst. Cause when you at your best, man, I know that shit hurt. Extra big heart, you always put your friends first. And you always keep it
with another video. Yeah. Today's video, I will be showing you how to pluck y'all wigs, y'all frontals, a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn my good camera to where you guys can see me. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Zoom. Okay, and then let's bring this down to where you got. Girl is trying. She trying. Okay, so the first thing you gonna do is, if I can find one of my good combs, and this is beginner friendly, definitely beginner friendly. Okay, so we got y'all here. This is what the wig look like. So what you want to do is, you want to start off by parting your wig, your frontal down the middle. And this is for like wigs and frontals, like ear to ear type thing. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna part that straight down the middle like that. Is that the middle? It look like it. Excuse my big ass head, y'all. Okay. Straight down the middle. Don't say I ain't ever touch on nothing. This is the sauce. Well, this is my sauce, is what I should say. This is what Deja May does. And if you find this video helpful, make sure you guys leave a comment down below to let me know. Don't be just trying to steal stuff and act like it was all you. Give credit when it's due. And where's my little wax stick? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Go ahead and flatten everything out so you can see exactly what you're doing. And then there's our middle part. And then after that, you want to go ahead and proceed to what's that? Oh yeah, parting the back off to cover up the tracks in the back. That's what I'm doing right now. Then I'm gonna go ahead and hit the back with my wax stick, just like that. Y'all really can't see me. Let me turn it around so y'all can see what I'm doing. Go ahead and do that. And after you do that, you want to take your hot comb and flatten everything out. And if you're like a local hairstylist and you live in Youngstown, Ohio, definitely get with my girl Endo. Some of y'all may know her as Rakia Marie on Facebook, but this bad boy go all the way up to 500. Like, are you shitting me? Like, and it's so cute and it really get hot. Like, yeah, I can see that's the good 500, and this is what it looks like. I showed y'all this in a previous video too, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn it back down because it gets real hot and I don't want to burn no holes and no lace. So you want to go ahead and flatten that out. After you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. This is what I do just to make sure that it's not going to mix in with the other pieces. Once I start doing what I do. Okay. Now that side is flat. You want to do the same exact thing to the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way for y'all. And part that across to cover these tracks. Get the wax stick again. Make sure you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Get your good wax stick. That one there. flatten the back out just like that. My client gonna be here at 2:30, y'all, so I'm kind of in a rush. I am. Okay, so that is that. Bring it down so y'all can see what it looks like in the bag. This is what it looks like from ear to ear. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn her back front ways, just like so. Ooh, I maybe need to eat. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna push that way, like so. Let's go ahead and back out of that a little bit, and just like that. And then you want to go ahead and okay, then you want to go ahead and part off your baby hair section. And again, this is how I like to pluck hair. This is what is easy for me. And I just thought I should show you guys, so that's what I'm doing. Grab your hot comb. Hot comb these down so they won't be in your way. And then after you hot comb those down, you want to push the hair backwards to where it's not bulky or anything in that sort. Press the hair back, and then what I like to do is I part my sections into 3. So it would be a middle part, and then your side part, can you turn that blower off? No. Okay, and that is this. And then turn it so you guys can see. And now you have a side part. And you have a middle part. That right there, and then the side. Take your hot comb again, that side, and then this side. Where did I put my tweezers?
I'm tired of that Starbucks thing now.
You said what?
So I'm tired of that Starbucks thing now. Because they're not making it.
Okay.
To be all water.
So there's your side part. Let me see. Okay, that's better. Okay, so then you got this side, which is your side part, and then you got your middle part on that side. And I pluck on this side first because this is my hard side, and I'm plucking is more difficult for me to pluck on this side than on the right side. Right? I don't know. Need to see. Okay, that is that. And so then you want to, okay, when you tweeze, you want to make sure your tweezers are down. This part is completely down to where you're pulling the hair from the root. And y'all can't see me. You don't have to do the other side.
Yeah, my girlfriend too.
Okay, and when you, before you start plucking, you want to make sure you part off your baby hair section. Just like so. Like that. And go ahead and hot comb those so they won't be up in your way. Like that. And then hot comb this back to make sure it's flat before you start plucking. And then like I did on that side, I didn't show y'all the plucking on that side because it was hard for me to do it on this side without my arm being in the way. When I pluck, I like to stand right in front of my wig stand and make sure what I'm doing, to make sure I can see what I'm doing. So I go ahead and I part out the side part so I won't pluck too much or ball anything. This, like that. And there you have your side part. So flatten that out so it can go that direction. Flatten this out so it can go that direction. And grab this section. So now you have this section, you have this section, and then on the other side is the same exact way. You move these out the way, and then you have this section and this section. You can't really see the part because I like hot combed it all together, but when you do this you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. And I like to start in the middle. That down so you guys can see. Hot comb this again. Like that. And I don't know. I don't know. And then I do pluck. I start like always start right here. And when you do it, you want to make sure that your tweezers are flat. Like this part right here is flat, like super flat. And I do 1, 2, 3. Skip a space, 1, 2, 3. Skip a space, 1, 2, 3. Skip a space, 1, 2, 3. And I just repeat it over and over again until I feel like it's thin enough. And you want to make sure you like pulling those hairs out from the root, because if you don't, then you'll start to have a bunch of little small pieces that starts to stick up like this right here, because I didn't pluck it out from the root. And you see how small this hair is? It's small. You want to make sure you pluck not hard, but at the root. Now hot comb it just to see if it's thin enough, and it's not thin to my liking, so I'm gonna go ahead in here and I'm gonna do it again. I like to take my one hand and stretch it back so to where I can see, you know what I mean? Let's move this in just a little bit more like that. And then I don't start right here, I go down into the parts where I feel like it's still thick at. So if you see a space and it's already thin, you do not want to pluck there again. Do not pluck there again. That's how you cause balding. So I started right here, and then to me it's a little thin already. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start right here in this section. So let me fix my camera. I don't like the way it looks. Okay, that's way better right there. Okay, pull it back again so you guys can see. Just like that. And as y'all can see, this part right here, it does no longer need pluck because it already has thinned out enough. So I'll start here and I'll go 1, 2, 3. Don't pluck this section, go to the next section. 1, 2, 3. Don't pluck this, go to this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And to me, it seems pretty thin. So I'll hot comb. And I'm gonna hit this side right here again because it still looks a little thick to me. Like this. And you can tell, like y'all can really tell what part needs plucked and what part doesn't. It's the eye of the beholder, you know. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and to me that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Get my good comb. I don't know where I put that bad boy. Just use this one. And this is how much hair I have from this section. And people like to overpluck sometimes. You want to make sure you don't overpluck or pluck too much, because that is how your wigs do not last, because it's been plucked so much to where there's no more hair there. So you can't use it anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and move to this section right here. I'm gonna go ahead and move that out my way and bring this up and back. You know, the usual. Grab your good hot comb, flatten everything back just like that. Then I'm gonna get back to you in 1 second, okay? Okay, and then that's hot. That's hot. Okay, and then you start to pluck, and again you want to make sure that your tweezers are flat. This part right here needs to be flat on your wig, and you never want to start right here. Don't start right here. You always want to start behind the hairline, and you want to go 1, 2, 3. Next 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And comb and do the same thing. So what happened? Right, what about it?
This one is good.
I know.
I gotta get that purpose before that. Especially from listening to you. I ain't taking that video nowhere.
And you want to make sure you comb all those hairs out so you can see what you have and what you have to work on. Make sure you guys can see. Matter of fact, it's okay. That's way better. Okay, so pull that back, and then you want to still begin to keep plucking. So I'm gonna grab my hot comb again because this look a little bulky to me. And I like to pluck dry. I like to pluck dry because when you pluck dry, you can see everything that you're doing. You know, you're gonna know exactly what it looked like when you put it on your head. When I first started plucking, I used to pluck wet, and because you know at that time that's what everybody was doing, and I just started doing things as what worked best for me. And I felt like when the hair was dry, it worked way better when plucking, because you can see exactly what you're doing. You can see if you pluck too much, if you didn't pluck enough, and I feel like that's really good. So if you guys never tried to pluck while your wig is dry, you should definitely try it, because it's A1. I absolutely love it. And the 4 sections just helps to where you make sure that you're not over plucking in areas that needs to have hair. So I'm gonna pull this back again, and I'm gonna go in with my hot comb, and I feel like there's still some pieces that has too much hair. And how will you know that? It will be way more darker in some areas than lighter, to where you can see this white towel. And I like to pluck with a towel underneath, because you can see everything, versus if you were just plucking on a wig head, you really wouldn't see what's going on until it's too late, you know. Well, better safe than sorry. And it's looking good, guys. I'm liking it. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You can even leave a comment, subscribe, turn your guys' bell notifications on, because I will be posting videos every week. There's no doubt about it. There's no games to be played. I'm even letting y'all in on my goods, because I'm a hairstylist, and I used to ask people, like, I'm just gonna post what I do on YouTube. They were like, no, don't do that, not yet. But I want to share. I'm not a stingy person, or that's not, I like to put everybody on. I like to see everybody not even eat. Like, I like to see everybody doing good. Like, if I feel like you don't know how to pluck, I want to show y'all that. I want to give y'all that. So now you'll know how to pluck like a pro, and you're a beginner. This is like super beginner friendly, I swear. Okay, so I feel like that have been plucked enough, and that's what it looks like. And it's not too much plucked to where they come again and it's gonna be missing hair in certain spots, to where they can only wear their wig probably like 2 times. With this method, you can get 4 to 5 installs, because it's not over plucked at all. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna meet y'all back in the middle, just like that, that over like that, and all those hairs that I pulled back, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put them back into it. And there is no spacing in between from where the baby hairs were and where the hairline starts, because I know that's why some people do not like to pull the baby hairs out before they pluck. But me personally, I actually like the way it looks, and it looks good. So then what I like to do is, let me move that back like that. After I've plucked and I've got everything situated, that's for me. I like to take, I got this spray right here, and I like to take it and just spray it along my hairline, just like so. And after that, I push everything back again, get everything back in place, just like so. Turn it, because baby, and I overplucked. I'm gonna show y'all exactly where I overplucked at right here. You see that space right there? That's overplucked. But this looks great. Okay, so I pushed everything back, and now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take everything like this. Babe, where the please? Hold on. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna take this side. I'm gonna spray my spray again, just like that. Push everything back. think I still got some hair right here from plucking. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those out. Definitely. And right here, what y'all see me doing is sewing down the back of her cap, so her cap will not rise up in the back. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I went on ahead and did my ball cap method off camera. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the excess the excess cap off on both sides. And then you want to go in with like an estrogen, I hope I'm saying the right word, or some alcohol, but I like to use sea breeze, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and clean her hairline off with, and around her hairline. Then you want to put the cap on, make sure you get it right, get it tight. And don't worry about the cap, you will not be able to see it at all. Even though you can see it now. And my ball cap method, I hate the ones with the rips. Like when they put in on their ball caps and they bring it over the client's face and cut holes and shit in it, and then it's rips at the top. I feel like the ball cap method is supposed to protect your edges, and I don't feel like it should have rips or tears in the top part to where the glue is going to seep through on your hair. That's just my preference. Then you want to go in with a, what was that? What do I use that for? It's basically to like protect your skin. A skin protectant, that's what it is, y'all. And right now I'm going in with my Erica J Hold Me Down. I swear by this glue. And the scent watermelon. And I applied 3 layers. Usually I do 4, but I was running out and I needed to make sure that I had enough for these 2 weeks for every head that I had, because I hate boho. I hate boho with a passion. It do not stick good. And with Erica J, you want to, when you apply her glue and when you go to lay your glue down in the lace, you want to make sure that it's like still a little white, just a little bit. And right there, I did put too much glue. I put hella glue. It wasn't even dry yet, but yep, after you're done with your 3rd layer, you're gonna go ahead and take your lace and you're gonna put it down. Lay your lace down in that glue while it's still wet. And over there, I'm gonna circle it. Yep, y'all can see exactly where I put too much glue out and it was starting to seep through. As long as you can fix your mistakes, that is all that matters. Because I ain't perfect and I ain't gonna never say I'm perfect. But y'all, Want to go ahead and get that blow dryer to heat that glue up and dry some of the glue up. And then take your hot comb and just go over everything once again. This just helps further melt your lace, honestly. Go ahead and put my elastic band on and send my girl under the dryer. And this is her right after she came from up under the dryer. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the excess lace off that we do not need. And look at that. Look at the top right there. Y'all can see the sides that I still gotta glue down. That's not glued all the way, but other than that, yes. And that didn't stick down as much, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply what needs to be and tack down. All you want to do is just lift it up, and the same amount of layers that you put to lay your lace down is the same amount of layers you want to put the pieces that still needs to be laid down up under it. If you don't, it's going to come up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's going to come up. So you apply 3 layers and lay your lace. And you want to apply 3 layers to the parts that did not get caught in some glue. Unless you don't need it. If you don't need it, then cut that off. But I needed it. Because you know how you do some part on skin, some part on cap. And that was the skin part. We needed that, baby. We needed that. And as y'all can see, that melt belt even melted the, what was it? The cap that was underneath. It melted the cap that was underneath. And it's still like a little grayish because it was a transparent HD lace. So with those, you do have to like apply more makeup within a makeup. But it looks so good. Don't play with your girl. Remember to apply 3 layers. Oh my gosh, it's my lips for me. All twitching and stuff. Make sure you go and you make sure you lift it up. You just tug on it a little bit to make sure there are no pieces sticking up at all. Wipe those dots be gone. Right now I'm just sectioning off my baby hairs, and I did get some glue on her hair. We gonna get that out. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all watch for the rest of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up if you guys felt this video helpful. If you have any tips, you can leave some down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye. And I did just go ahead and pull everything to the back and put it in like a little knot bun. She had to go to work right after. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you.